shrink, let's shrink. To see the smaller things. Grow, let's grow. With all we've learned, let's show. Remember that. I missed you guys. Housemates! Hey, how have you been? Welcome back to the Painful's Paint House. I'm Justin, the Painful, of course, your host, and it's been some time. I've been really busy, and I'm sorry to have kept you waiting for so long, but I'm back, and I'm better than ever, and I'm excited. If you have been following our Instagram, I mentioned that I want to show you something special. There's a new technique I want to show you, and I'm ready to do that. Let's go in the backyard because what we need to do requires us to be outdoors, okay? Let's go. Perfect, okay. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget your paintbrush. If you don't remember, on my Instagram, I mentioned that I was going to teach you something special for our next mission. Well, here it is. I would like to take you to a new place today, but it requires for us to change our form. We need to change our height to do so, okay? So I have a special technique I'm going to teach you with your magic paintbrush in your hand. It's going to teach you how to either shrink small or grow really large. Here's how we're going to do this. You're going to grab your paintbrush and you're going to repeat after me, okay? So here's what we're going to say. We're going to say, shrink, let's shrink to see the smaller things. That's the first part. That's how we shrink. And then to get bigger again, or twice our size, we say, grow, let's grow. With all we've learned, let's show. Okay? Let's shrink first. We need some rhythm though. Okay, ready? Shrink. Let's shrink to see the smaller things. Shrink. Let's shrink to see the smaller things. Woo! Okay. You ready? Okay. Well, here's the small part of the world, and everything is huge right now. Huge. Blades of grass are like 2 times my height, and ants are huge, and all the little critters are now like horses and stuff. Isn't it crazy? I'm excited about this. And this is all from our special paintbrush. Now that we've gotten to see bits of the small world, let's see what we can find. Look at me getting sidetracked already, but I don't think it's a problem. Let's go explore a little bit. Okay, come on. Ooh, look at all this kind of stuff. Let me put my paintbrush off to the side a little bit. Huh. This is pretty neat, you think? You know, I always wondered what the world would be like if we were smaller. Everything is so huge. Sometimes I wonder if there's like other little living things around. Not like insects, but I mean like fairies and stuff like that. I always wondered. Sort of like goblins and things like that. This is pretty interesting. So this is what ants and things see. And all of our little critters. Spiders and things. Interesting. Huh.
Hey!
Who is that?
Justin! The painted
Yes! How do you even know?
I
Wait a
live
minute.
in your backyard. That's how I know.
I don't see anyone. I just...
Wait a second.
Oh.
Be right there.
Okay. I'll wait.
Sorry about that. Hey!
Okay. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Anty.
Anty. Hi. Well, you don't have hands, but hi. Hi, Anty. I'm the Painted Fool. You can call me Jay for short. You're not gonna like, you don't find me tasty or nothing, do you?
Tasty? No, I like sweets,
Okay.
fruits, and veggies.
Okay, good.
Speaking of fruits and veggies, I'm hungry. All the worms and birds ate up everything. Do you have anything for me to eat?
Oh, you're hungry. Oh, we can do something about that.
Ooh, that would be great.
What do you want?
Fruit.
Fruit. What do you think, housemates? You think we can show Auntie some of our magic abilities? I think so too. I have a great idea. If you can wait right here, I'm going to take care of that for you.
Oh, marvelous!
Be right back. Okay, housemates, I have a good idea. We can paint a piece of fruit for Auntie really quickly. I think that an apple would be great, and we just need to go to the studio and bring this thing to life for Auntie. Sound like a plan? Oh, we gotta get bigger first. All right, well, I can teach you the other one. Get your paintbrush. Remember those words. Grow, let's grow. With all we've learned, let's show. Okay? Let's get some rhythm. Grow, let's grow. With all we've learned, let's show. All right. Easy peasy, right? Let's go to the studio. Housemates, all right. We are here. And we have to get this apple created for Auntie so that he's fed, you know. All right, so you know the supplies. This time we're only using one brush. One brush can make it all happen. And we're going to have just 3 colors, red, white, and brown. You know what? I might throw black in there, but we'll see. We have our canvas here, cup of water, and we have our 12 round, you know, our special 12 round. And yeah, let's go get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to outline the shape of the apple. Now, if you think of an apple is kind of, it's not all the way round. It's round. Think about a heart with legs. You know, a heart with like little stubby legs. That's the shape we're going for when we do the shape of the apple. Okay. So what we're going to do, of course, is we're going to get just a little bit of water on those bristles, as always. Kind of get the excess paint out, tap that out. We're going to pull some red onto that 12 round, and we're going to go right ahead and get started. So, you know, I'm thinking we might want to turn our canvas. Nah, let's not do that. Let's think about, the heart shape. So a heart is kind of like that. You have a heart like this, but if you have a heart with legs, you have your hump like that, and then you have the first leg, hump on the left, and the second leg, and they meet to a point. So let's start on the right side. Okay. Right in. Like that. Okay. Reload some water. Brush. Come right back in. Now we're going to start just a little above the starting point of our first line. Let's start right over here. Come up a little bit. Like that. Okay. Let's come out and kind of correct. There we go. All right. So we're going to fill all this in with that 12 round. Fill the entire apple in. One thing I love about this brush is that it functions like a mop, and then you can kind of smooth out those brush strokes. Once you get that form and you start to take your brush and kind of mop the form, follow the form, and then just do that. And then Now this color here is a bit more opaque than transparent, so we're not going to require additional layers. So this apple is going to be fairly easy to create. And then we don't have to wait for the paint to dry to fill in the stem of the apple. Just try to kind of push that paint, making some single brush strokes by following the form of that apple. Like that. That helps in, getting that together. Okay. So what we're going to do is get that started, and then, well, let this dry a little bit. Well, we don't necessarily have to let it dry. So what we're going to do next here is get that stem on and make this baby come to life. All right, so we're back and we've rinsed out that red out of the brush. Dab the excess paint out. Now we're going to take some brown. We're going to start the stem. Now the stem is going to begin directly in the center where this dip begins in the apple. And it's going to start off with a very kind of thin, small line. And as we extend outward to the left or the right, we're going to apply more pressure from the paintbrush, okay? So we load that brown on there and we're going to start directly in the center. And as you come out, apply pressure like that. There you go. So we have our stem for our apple. Now, as you notice, it's pretty transparent. So we're going to have to come back in there and apply another layer. Or if you would like to mix a little bit of white, as you know, white tends to, you remember from the last painting, white tends to make the stem a bit more opaque. So let's try what that would, try and see how that would look doing it again. Notice a difference. Covers it a bit more. And then you might want to just kind of gently square off the tip. Okay. Rinse that off. And then put that there. We have one more thing we want to create, and we want to make a little bit of a reflection of light on either the left or the right side of the apple. And that's taking pure white, loading it into this brush, and just making a small brush stroke going down just the upper left or the upper right side. Ooh, back. Okay, so let's get right started on the reflection of our light on this apple. Now, you're not going to need a lot of pure white. You're going to use just a light amount, because if it's too strong, it's just going to look like a blotch, you know? So what we're going to need to do is just kind of just barely add some to the bristles of our round. The lighter amount, the better. And all we're doing is we're going to take our brush and just find a spot. Just, something like that. You can come in Do another. And notice how it blends in. Up to the side. Just like that. Doesn't require a lot. Now, you can come in a little stronger and do the same thing, but now come into a smaller point. Adding some more white. Like that. See? You know, I think I might just come back in here and let's make this a little more richer. Come back with some brown, kind of fill this in a little more, just a wee bit more. So I just went back over our red just a little bit more. Added a couple more layers to kind of cover that canvas. And then filled it in here. All right. We are ready. We are ready for Anty. Ready to ante up for Anty. Let's bring this apple to Anty and get him fed. Ready? Now, before we begin, I know this looks like a cherry. I promise you it's an apple. I promise, okay? Paintbrush, you ready to shrink? Okay. Shrink. Let's shrink to see the smaller things. Shrink. Let's shrink to see the smaller things. Okay, my goodness. Now, step number 2, now that we've shrunken, we've got to bring our painting to life. Don't forget our main ability, our special ability right here. Ready to bring this thing to life? Grab your canvas, you're ready to shake. Shake, 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 okay? 1, 2, 3. Amazing! I think you guys did an amazing job. Of course, don't forget to tag our Instagram page and show us your apples. Show us your work. Now.
Housemates!
Oh, see?
Yay!
Hey!
My goodness, all
Yeah.
for me?
All for you.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so
You
much!
are more than welcome. You have my amazing housemates to thank. So yeah, maybe you'll allow us to visit inside your anthill one day?
Of course, you can come to my anthill.
Perfect. All right, awesome. Okay. All right, well, Anty, it was a pleasure. See you later.
Bye!
Housemates, as always, you guys, you do an amazing job being creative, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm looking forward to our next adventure together. Are you ready to bring ourselves back to height? Let's go. Grow. Let's grow. With all we've learned, let's show. Grow. Let's grow. With all we've learned, let's show. Housemates, it's been a pleasure as always working together and being creative. I'm so excited for the things that we have going on in the future. Oh, one more thing, guys, I forgot to tell you. Bonnie has a message. We received a special Saturday Spotlight shout out from Grow Up Books. Now, if you aren't aware of who Grow Up Books is, I've illustrated one of their books titled Yes, I Can. And the book is written by Miss TSG. So if you are not familiar with Grow Up Books, give their page a follow and take a look at their books. When you go to thegrowupbooks.com, you're going to see 2 books created by Miss TSG. The first one's titled Dress Up, and the second book is titled Yes, I Can, which I've illustrated for. So a special thank you to Grow Up Books for giving us a shout out. And we want you guys to definitely go ahead and give that page a follow, Grow Up Books, and go to the website to grab some of those books and learn something new. Okay? And until such time, guys, I'm out. It's been a pleasure. See ya.